EA Sports College Football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, the Terrapins head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Terrapins headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Sells the run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Fleming. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Maybe a crease. He make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Look out! Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide left, it's Webb. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Out wide right, it's Durham. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
He splits the uprights, and that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Heath. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up a 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just smothered on the play.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Going to try to get it himself. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hokies. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Right side, it's Fleming. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender and then...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Gets the back moving. Needs it here on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just
and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The DBs will back off a bit. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Throwing right. Pulls it in. It's Green. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Offense gets set for second down. Out wide right, it's Fleming. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Terrapins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Caught over the middle. It's Durr. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's another Terrapins first down.
And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air, it's Washington. Right down the middle. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Maryland! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
17, Virginia Tech, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. He'll do it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk, but I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run a little out route, stay in the middle of the field. Nice high percentage play.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Taken down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Play action on 1st down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. He's got the 1st down. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Unloads to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. They'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Hokies! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Virginia Tech, 21. Maryland, 17.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Right side, it's Fleming. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Between the hashes, it's Fleming. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught, it's Webb. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Here comes the heat. He's on the move. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And you can see everyone on the sideline. They're pointing the other direction. You're going the wrong way. Sometimes, listen, when you scoop the ball up and you've been twisted, you've been turned, you don't know where the ball was coming from or where you were coming from, you go the wrong direction. And that right there will be a play and a clip that will be showed over and over again. And I don't think he's going to like it.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Looks it in. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback, make the stop, get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Hokies enter the final minute with the lead. The hand to the running back. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Just feeds the running back. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me. Let me finish this thing and win this game for us. And that's exactly what happened.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things